What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to be discussing Israel Adesanya's complete record, because obviously he's fighting Joe Pyfer tomorrow, and I feel like not a lot of people know this, so let's get into it. Israel Adesanya actually has a record of 104 wins and 11 losses overall. Like, I don't think there's many UFC fighters, if any, that have that many wins. 104 wins, which is crazy. Or it says here approximately 104 and 9, but I'm pretty sure it's 11 now. So his MMA record is 24 and 5. His kickboxing record is 75 and 5. And his boxing record is 5 and 1. And I've actually found his boxing record. So let's get into it. We can go over to BoxRec over here. And his professional boxing record, he had a loss back in 2014. I don't know if this was his amateur debut. I'm going to assume it was. And then he had 3 fights on the 28th of March 2015 for the Super 8 Cruiserweight tournament. Then he had another 2 fights on the 3rd of November 2015 to finish off and I think win this Super 8 4-man Cruiserweight tournament. So Adesanya was winning professional boxing Cruiserweight tournaments back in 2015. So what a perfect time to make this video. Hopefully he gets the win tomorrow over Joe Pyfer. And it says here that he has a kickboxing record of 10 and 1. But obviously this is just what the website's recorded, because we know that he's 75 and 5. And it says that he has 1 Muay Thai fight. But yeah, how crazy. So let's go through his topology. Obviously he's 24 and 5 in MMA, but he actually had an MMA fight. So his first ever MMA fight was down here in the amateurs, and it was against Neroni Savainia back in 2009, and it was a loss. And it was for the Industry of Combat New Zealand, which is obviously an MMA promotion, but it doesn't let me click on the fight or watch the fight. And then after this, he went into kickboxing, but I'm pretty sure he did Taekwondo as a kid. Obviously, from 2010 onwards, he has all of these wins, which is just nuts. He had a Muay Thai fight against Stephen Behan, which was a decision in 2012. And then his first ever, I think, professional MMA win was against James Griffith in 2012. Then he had a Muay Thai split decision, more kickboxing wins, a kickboxing loss, or 2 kickboxing losses in 2014. Another MMA win here. Doesn't let me click on it though. Went back to Muay Thai, more kickboxing wins. Like, what an actual crazy record. 100 wins. Like, what's that in total fights? Like 115 total fights? Crazy. Obviously, we just looked at this. He lost to Daniel Aman in boxing back in 2014. Then went back to Muay Thai, then back to boxing, and just like KOs as well. He beat Lance Bryan, Asher Derbyshire. So this was the Super 8 boxing championship that we just looked at. And then obviously back to kickboxing, some fights in China back in 2015. And then he had an MMA fight here in 2015 against Geli Jing, I'm going to assume. And he won via elbows in round 2, which is just insane. And this was in China. And he was 26 at the time. This guy was 22. So obviously this was before he joined the UFC. And then again, more wins. And this was the infamous first ever loss he had to Alex Pereira back in the Glory days. I'm pretty sure he was a double Glory champion as well. I think he was a light heavyweight and middleweight Glory champion. Let's have a look at that. So Israel Adesanya, Glory champion. I'm pretty sure he was a double Glory champion. Okay, though he was a top ranked contender. No way. So he won the Glory Middleweight Contender Tournament in 2016, and he fought for the Middleweight Championship of Glory 37. He had a 2-2 record in Glory. Crazy. His first ever loss to Alex Pereira. Then he went on to have an MMA fight against Andrew Flores Smith. A Glory fight against Andrew Flores Smith. And then a MMA fight against Murad Kuramo Gamedov. at WFL Epic, which is pretty cool, as he's got the Chuck Norris photo. So yeah, Adesanya's got a crazy record. He's got all of these kickboxing wins here. Obviously, he lost to Alex Pereira again via left hooking in the glory days. This was back in 2017. And then Adesanya obviously joined the UFC in 2018, which was before Pereira. He beat Razor Rob Wilkinson, Marvin Vettori, Brad Tavares, beat Kelvin Gastelum for the belt, beat Robert Whittaker, defended the belt against Robert Whittaker, Yoel Romero, Paulo Costa, then lost a decision to Jan Blachowicz, and then beat Marvin Vettori again, Robert Whittaker, and then he lost to Alex Pereira. So after defending the belt for the third time against Paulo Costa, Israel Adesanya actually went up to light heavyweight and lost to Jan Blachowicz, and then came back down to middleweight, defended 4, 5, 6 times against Marvin Vettori, Whittaker, and Jared Cannonier. And then that's when his third loss to Alex Pereira now came in the UFC, and Alex Pereira beat him for the belt. And then he would KO Alex Pereira the year after in 2023 to regain the middleweight belt. And then obviously he lost the belt to Sean Strickland, which nobody expected. And he also lost to Dricus in 2024, which no one expected. And then Imavov, so he's actually on a 3-fight losing streak. So yeah, crazy. And obviously he's going to beat Joe Pyfer tomorrow, we hope. So yeah, 104 wins and 11 losses for Israel Adesanya. Just a quick video on that. I think that's crazy. Let me know what other videos you want to see. I might make a Dricus Duplessis vid, because Dricus actually has a crazy record too. But he also has just plot armor, and he's a professional rally driver outside of the UFC, which is crazy. So let me know if you want a video on that. Yeah, Israel Adesanya fights Joe Pyfer tomorrow, 25-5 hopefully. But yeah, 104 wins is crazy. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, and see you in the next one.